approval of the minutes from the last meeting. If you get a motion.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes unanimously. All right, correspondence from the fire department.
No correspondence.
Okay. Old business, starting with update on full-time firefighter EMT.
Christian's just going to answer that one.
Yeah, so as you folks know, last month we met with firefighter Jenkins concerning the disciplinary recommendation that was sent to the board, and he did request additional time to obtain counsel before scheduling a disciplinary hearing. I have not received any further information about his desire for that hearing. Presumably, he's still seeking counsel. I don't think that Chief has received any updates to date. Is there anyone else here that has any information about firefighter Jenkins, his position? No. So I think it would be, just to keep the matter moving at this point, I think it would be prudent for either myself or Chief to reach out to him so that we can get that hearing pinned down. We just need to set a date so that we can bring the matter to a head and you guys can make your decision.
In the meantime, are we waiting, still, we're on course for the 90-day delay?
Yes, at the last meeting, we granted him a 90-day extension, and we're still within that.
Okay.
If he comes forward and says that he's ready to go before that date, of course, we can have that hearing set at any time. We just don't want to drag it out too long.
Certainly before that time comes, we want to make sure we get all the postings and issues with the meeting time set to make sure we're in accordance with.
Yeah, and right now, we just need to coordinate a meeting date with him, essentially. He had indicated that he needed both counsel and potentially further information before he'd be prepared for that hearing. So we'll follow up with him.
So you or the chief or both, you guys will handle that aspect?
Yeah.
Of it?
We'll take care of it.
Okay.
And we'll see where he stands so we can keep that rolling.
All right.
Still employed at this time?
Yes.
Can't
He's not been.
Still employed with us at this time?
Yes, he is.
And is he still working on his testing? Do we know?
Yes.
Have you had any updates on the testing from him so far?
I believe he talked to me, he has a test coming up next week.
Okay.
Okay.
I think October 7th is what I heard. 'Cause it's his shift day, so we gave him permission to go take the test and then report to work.
So
Okay.
we'll keep our fingers crossed, and if he passes the test, it'll come back to the board, and you guys can make your decision.
Okay. All right, moving on. Any update on the merit board rule changes?
At present, I'm still working on them. I would anticipate, so we're in October right now. I think when we discussed this earlier in the year, the idea was maybe updating them on an annual basis. I would hope to get you guys a proposed draft of some changes based on Attorney Austin's recommendations, as well as based on a few things that have come up since we started meeting, probably by the next meeting. That'll give you a chance to chew on it, discuss it at the next meeting, and we can hopefully notice up something either for December or January to finalize any amendments that you may want.
All right. Any further comments regarding that? Okay, moving on to new business. Chief Patterson.
Yes, what I'm looking for is, I'm looking for approval. We had to, let me go back a little. So we, in the last meetings and that, we had one of our full-time firefighters resign from the department, so now we have a vacant spot. So what I'm looking for tonight is approval to hire from our hiring list that we have still in process. And we had 2 candidates on there. My pension board secretary had advised me he's been trying to reach out to one of the candidates unsuccessfully. He's not returning calls, he's not returning emails. So we decided that we're going to move forward with the last candidate that's on there, Michael McNeil. So what I am looking for is approval from you guys to offer him conditional offer of employment.
And if I can chime in on that too, just for clarification purposes, this was the pre-existing list that has been in place. I don't know where we are on the 2-year cycle, but this list was the one that had already been certified by the safety board. And I think with this individual, we would be pretty much narrowed down to the bottom of that list. And then at that point, everything moving forward would be merit board and the list that you guys approve with your approved candidates. So the slate is almost clean.
Question?
Once it's done, this would
Mr.
clean the
President.
slate out.
I'd like to make a motion to hire Mike, what was his name?
McNeil?
McNeil.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries unanimous.
Thank you.
Just to clarify, this is conditional offer. We're not hiring him yet until he passes all the issues.
Understood.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, moving on to the B item.
So with that list actually going to be empty and void, we are looking for permission to move forward to start the new hiring process. This will, as Attorney Bartholomew just advised, this will be involving you guys now from this point on. So with that, once we start the process, it's an online hiring process or an application process. And then at a certain point, when we go to interviewing in that's where 2 members from the board will be assisting with the applicants and the interviews and everything. So we're just looking to get approval that we can start the hiring list. So we have a list available, in the event that we have another opening.
And Chief, maybe if you could kind of give me give the board the same talk that we had on the phone. Once, your process for that would be to put out an opening, and folks would apply through the system that we've discussed previously and is laid out in the merit board rules. And once those names come in, we would have a proposed list with sort of graded scores, and that's what would go to the board for their review and approval of that list. Is that right?
Right, so the list, it's an online public safety answers. It goes nationally out, and then as a candidate, once they start applying, there's a whole process inside that they have to click and approve and complete each step that's in that process. One of them is we'll give a list of questions, and they will record themselves, video record themselves answering the questions. And then at one point, once all the candidates are in and the deadline is closed, then there'll be a portion where 2 committee members and 2 pension board members will go on the line and review and grade their interviewing questions and give them a grading, which will also add to the grading score that's already being done automatically through the system. And then after that's all done, once we get the list approved and that, then there'll be, when we get to the point where we'll start bringing in the top candidates, when a hiring spot is open, then in-person interviewing will take place and be graded by same thing, the 2 people who did the online and then the 2 people who were on the pension board.
And the complete list then, so you guys know as well, once we have all of those candidates and you've approved the list, basically, we would then certify that to the safety board. And that's just an extra step that kind of makes the list official. And then we can start hiring from it as appropriate and as needed.
Okay, any questions from the board regarding that?
None.
Okay, can I get a motion?
I'd like the motion.
Second?
Second?
All right. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, reporting none. Is that still accurate?
Yes.
Item
All right.
C.
Any comments from board members?
Item C.
Oh,
Are we skipping item C?
I don't have that's not on my agenda.
I have an item.
Printed it mine earlier, I guess.
Is there an item C?
Was the item C the part-time hire?
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
removed. and-
That was removed.
That's the old one?
Yep, that's the old one, sir.
Yeah, so
Okay.
if you recall, I think we had this discussion a few months back when there was another part-time hire. The merit board statute is kind of ambiguous with what you do with these guys, but the entire regime, the way it's laid out, it's only the full-time employees that got to vote to establish the merit board. It's only the full-time employees that are eligible for the promotions. So as it stands today, my interpretation of that statute is basically that the full-time employees are what, since they're the ones being appointed to the department that end up in the perf system, that are subject to the disciplinary procedures and the promotions and everything, that's really what we're focused on. If at some point we find that there's a ruling decision or amendment to the statute that clarifies that it needs to be done a different way, then we'll do it a different way. But
Part-time doesn't apply? Is that why that was removed?
yes, that's our interpretation right now, and
Is she
That's-
hired, part-time? Is this
It
individual
it
hired
was taken
part-time?
care of at the board safety meeting, yes.
Okay,
They approved her.
okay, thanks.
Thank you.
I did have one other report, but I know Colin Zakovic is here to give a report that we have our open house coming up, so I'm going to let him speak on behalf of that. He is the one kind of chairing that whole event.
This is from the floor.
So that's from the business from the floor.
Are
when
there
you're
any
done.
any other information or requests from the board?
None.
We're on the
And
board.
we'll move on, business from the floor.
He's gonna talk about the open house, then we're done. Oh, okay.
This Saturday is our open house, our fire prevention open house, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. At Station 2. All you guys are invited. Please come. It's a great time. We have a live education demo, still fire demo. We're also a lot of refreshments, a lot of stuff for kids as well too. So bring family, friends. Everybody. It's a great time. Also a great opportunity to meet.
It's not you.
All right. It's a great opportunity to meet the guys that you guys are representing. All of our full-time, or most of our full-timers will be there. There are a few that are going to be away because of prior family obligations and stuff like that too. But like I said, it's a great time to meet all of us, see what we do, and get a tour the station, tour the trucks, and everything else like that. So
Great.
hopefully see you guys there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I do have one thing. Our start time, we got moved up to 5:30 because of that one hearing, right? Weren't we at 6 o'clock before?
Yeah, we'd agreed that we were going to move to 5:30 just because the Board of Safety was typically done at before 5:30.
Okay. All right. I've had an issue now with my mom moving into my house. It's getting a little tough, between granddaughter and all that stuff, so I don't know if you'd be willing to entertain going back to 6, or I could still try to make it at 5:30.
Okay. Any other comments, questions?
Even 5:45 would help me out.
Doesn't matter to me.
Good, 5:45.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no issues.
We could
with
slow
Good,
5:45.
5:45, help you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5:45 would help.
Will help out, yeah.
I'll take what I can get.
I'd like
All
to
right.
say something, Mr. President. You know, I remember a specific call I went on with the fire department, and it was on Chippewa, it was a house fire. And I saw several of our finest on the front lawn struggling to breathe because of the hardship of that fire, and there were air tanks laying everywhere. And I think I can speak on behalf of the entire Merit Commission. We are so proud of the men and women of the Schererville Fire Department. I want that on record, that I've worked alongside you, and I watch from afar now, being retired, but I see those fire trucks going up and down Route 30 with the ambulances and all the other vehicles. You guys are going to another hot call, and I know you're giving it your best, and I don't think you hear it that much, but we appreciate you. We really do. I know I do from a personal standpoint because I experienced it firsthand, but I think you just need to know that.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Tim. Yeah, 26 years working with you. Whew. Long time.
Try these.
All
I
right.
haven't graduated there yet.
All right, moving on. Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second? Anyone?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.